Hey there. Welcome to my podcast. Today I want to talk about with you about something that's been on my mind lately, and it's all about the difference between being and doing. Sounds a bit confusing, right? But don't worry. I'll break it down for you in a way that's easy to understand. And by the end of this podcast, you learn how focusing on who you are, your being, can be more powerful than just what you do. So let me start with a little story from my own experience. A few months ago, I decided I want to get in shape. So I made a plan to go to the gym 3 times a week. At first, I was all excited and pumped up. I bought new workout clothes and even a fancy water bottle. But after a couple of weeks, I started making excuses. Like, I'm saying to myself, I'm too tired, or I'll go tomorrow, or let me just give me more sleep. I tell myself that every time I need to go to the gym. Does that sound familiar to you? So that's when I realized I was focusing on the wrong thing. I was so caught up in the doing, going to the gym, that I forgot about the being, becoming someone who value fitness. So I changed my mindset. Instead of forcing myself to go to the gym, I started thinking who I wanted to be. A person who cares about their health and never misses a workout. And that's began a transformation to me. Once I shifted my focus to being that person, the doing part became easier. And I started looking forward to my workout because they were part of who I was and not just something I had to do. Now, let me share another example, being popular. I remember when I was in high school, I used to worry a lot about being liked by everyone. I changed the way I talk, I changed the way I dress just to fit in. But you know what? It didn't make me happy at all. I felt weak and stressed all the time. Then I had this light bulb moment that instead of trying to do things to be popular, I decided to focus on being a good friend. I started listening more, being honest, and helping others when I could. And you know what happened? My classmates started to trust and respect me for who I was and not for who I was pretending to be. It's like my grandma always says, just be yourself, hon. It turned out she was onto something and this message was really meant for me. So how can you apply this to your life? Well, think about your goals. Are you focusing on the doing or the big thing? Yes, like for example, instead of thinking I need to study more, that is the doing, try I want to be a curious learner, right? Or rather than I should eat healthier, consider I want to be someone who takes care of their body. And that is your being. And and here also the last one. I need to save money. That is the doing. Then you can focus on I want to be financially responsible. And that is the being. So do you see the difference? When you focus on being mindset, the doing follows naturally. Yes, it's not always easy, but trust me, I still have days when I'd rather to stay in bed than go for a ride or do my writing. But remember, yes, remembering who I want to be, it helps me get up and get moving. And here's always the best part. This mindset can apply to pretty much anything in our life, whether it's your job, your hobbies, or your relationships. helps. Focusing on who you want to be. And this can guide your actions in a more meaningful way. So next time you're feeling stuck or unmotivated, you can try this little trick. Ask yourself, who do I want to be? And instead of just thinking about what you need to do, think about the person you want to become. It might just make all the difference. And remember, we're all on this journey together. Be patient with yourself, celebrate the small wins, and keep focusing on your dream. You've got this. And always remember, believe in yourself. So, what do you think about this idea of being versus doing? I hope you enjoyed this podcast and found it really helpful. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so don't forget to leave a comment below and share your own experience or insights. And if you want to chat more about this kind of topic, you can always shoot me an email to Threads, to Substack. I'm always excited to hear from you and learn from your perspective too. And of course, if you like what you heard today, don't forget to subscribe to this podcast. And that way you won't miss out on more conversation like this one. And of course, I've got plenty more interesting topics coming up that I can't wait to share with you. And so please don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment. And I really love to hear from you and talk to you. And thanks for tuning in. And I'll catch you in the next episode.